The best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
Please welcome for the first time ever on the Morning X, Howard Finster. Hey, Howard.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Nice to talk to you.
Only on the Morning X do you get Vanna White and Howard Finster all within 15 minutes of each other.
Yeah.
Of course, the big exhibit, Visions from Paradise Garden at the High Museum through April 14th. You can always go out to Paradise Garden. And they've got, if you want to get directions, 800-FENSTER. Just punch that up on the phone, and they'll tell you how to get down there.
Now, Howard, this is the first ever big exhibit, I understand, at the High Museum, and they have a lot of your works from the garden, and a lot of things that people have never seen before.
Yes, sir. That stuff was picked up from New York to Miami to San Francisco and Hollywood. That's how far that stuff comes from all over the country, and it's the greatest show I've ever seen in my life. That was my birthday.
Are there any pieces that are in the exhibit that you wish you had kept there at Paradise Garden that you were sorry to see leave?
Yeah, you mean they'd like for me to have kept a lot of that stuff at Paradise Garden?
Yeah.
Well, I have a whole garden full of stuff like that I made, and I wanted some to be in other museums. I think it's great, that they're in the High Museum because it's the greatest museum I know of, and they've been a blessing to us, and we appreciate them supporting our birthday, and also the Coca-Cola Company, and people like that really encourages a little fellow like me,
We have Ned Rifkin on from time to time talking about your art and other pieces going on at the High.
Now, I have seen that Coke bottle. That thing is huge, Howard.
It is big.
Well, I've done several of them. One is 13 foot tall, and two of them was 8 foot tall. And we've got orders for some more bottles, and I've got 5 or 6 small bottles sitting here now that are just made. And I make lots of Coke bottles, and I appreciate them backing me and helping me and supporting me. And they're all great people, and the High Museum people, too. They make me feel like I'm part of them, because they exhibit my stuff for shows, and that's the biggest museum I know of in our part.
Now, you're 79 years old now. How old were you when you did that big 13-foot Coke bottle?
Oh, it's been about 10 years ago, I imagine, since I've done that big bottle, and I had to rework it twice, and I found out it wouldn't stay up in the weather. So I got only fellow in the world that said he could put it back to restore it. I let him take it in his custody, and he's been working on it for 3 months, and they got it looking pretty good.
Howard, you are the most well-known self-taught artist, and you really have helped bring that whole art into the forefront and have helped out a lot of other folk artists. Can you help explain to our audience and share with our audience the vision that you had for Paradise Garden 30, 40 years ago?
Yeah. Well, I was doing a sideline job in pastoring churches at that time, and I had a calling, to do sacred art, and it all come about, and it's a long story, but that's the way it was. God called me to do sacred art, and that is sacred art is art on salvation, religion, the Bible. So that's what I do. I've got 38,800 and some odd pieces. I'm going on towards 40,000 a piece, and all of them have something on them, like a good word for the people. And I've been preaching too on the back of my art to the world, about many things. I have a vision on my mind right now about bringing the world to the Holy Bible, and I'm putting a lot of those visions on the back of my art. And when people come in the studio to get art, they read the back of them and all, and some of them like the message. That's the reason they get it. And then if they like the painting, they get it. And several different reasons, and my art's all different. All of 38,000 pieces. I don't think there's one piece alike, and counting the order that's going up there today.
We're talking with Howard Finster on the Morning X. Howard, your the album covers you did for Talking Heads and for R.E.M., they're on exhibit at the High. And
for 99X, right? Our Live X CD a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, they wanted me to do album covers, and the one reason I done them, they didn't tell me what to put on them, I'm not a rock and roll man, but I do rock and roll album covers if I can put what I want to put on them, and so I put a nice message on Talking Heads, and they published it, and when they did, God blessed them. They had made over $1 million right there, and It's because they put my Bible verses and things on there, and I spread it all across the world. Besides, my pieces going out too with messages on them, you know.
Do you remember when Jerry Harrison contacted you? Did he call you up and say, "Hey, Howard, will you do a piece for us"?
Oh, I don't know. There's been a lot of things slipped my mind. So I'll be 80 years old pretty soon at my birthday, and my mind slips a lot on things like that.
And I know
Talking Heads, so they done that through my gallery in New York.
Ah.
And I remember the R.E.M. video that was shot right there at Paradise Garden.
Yeah, well, I met him the other night in Atlanta, and he looked like he wasn't feeling too good, but he was able to greet me, and he's a great guy. They backed me up, and I done an album cover for them. They come to my garden and made a film, and they fixed my water pump, done a lot of good things for me.
So you hadn't met Michael Stipe before the other night?
Yeah, I was with him years ago. He used to come to my garden all the time.
I thought so.
Have you ever heard that Talking Heads record?
Yeah, right there is like Noah's bird that went out and brought in an olive leaf to show Noah the water's going down. You see, I'm considered among some people as a second Noah in the world and a red light of God, warning the people, you know, to be ready to come in of Christ, because it's predicted and promised all through the years that Jesus is coming back, and I tell them that.
This interview isn't over. More after a quick break. You can also find it and more on the Morning X with Barnes and Leslie podcast. You're inside the best of the Morning X.
Bravo TV star Lala Kent holds nothing back.
There's been so many times where I'm like, I apologize that I said that, but that wasn't meant for you to hear.
Feel you there.
How fun would it be to bring in some Bravo celebrities and make our own bracket?
Iconic.
All right, I'll take Dorinda, you take Sonia.
Sonia is who I wish I could be.
You and me both. I cannot be someone in the program. What's PTO?
Pay time off. See?
Oh.
You've never had a real job.
Give them Lala.
It is nothing but honesty.
You guys know.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.